Hi, welcome back. Alright, so I have a few things to say. And I don't mind saying it. Because I don't stay silent. I like to point out, stuff. And I will speak my mind. And I will also stand up for myself. So, if you do not agree with what I say stop watching the video. No one forced you to subscribe to my channel. So, unsubscribe. I don't give a flying rat's ass. I really don't. So, some of us may be silent about things that we see, but I think the mission is the same. All anti-MLMers want to take down MLMs. How we do it, how we talk about our story, and if we end up calling someone out and asking them to be respectful, that's not a bad thing, because we're all victims of multi-level marketing companies, but we shouldn't be victims of one another. Okay? We may have differences of opinion. That's fine. We're allowed to have those differences of opinion. Some of us may not agree with what others say, but we can speak out against those topics. And it doesn't mean that I want to be your enemy. It just means that I don't agree with what you're saying. And I can speak out against that on my personal platform. That's why I have this channel, so I can use my voice and find my voice and help others find their voice. It's not us against them mentality. However, it's kind of starting to feel like that. So you can leave your hater comments again. I don't give a flying rat's ass. Leave them. Do what you gotta do. Helps my algorithm. So please, by all means, downvote, hate me. I don't care. Because here's the thing, I know who I am. I have had 13 miscarriages. I've got fibromyalgia. I've had cancer. I've been mentally and sexually abused in my life, and I'm only 45 years old. Those things made me who I am. And the other thing is I don't care what anyone else thinks. I just don't. I really don't care. So leave your hater comments. I just fucking don't care. Okay? So, I am gonna stand up for the little guy. I have always done that. People who know me know that when I see somebody in need, if I have something to give, I will give it freely, without consequence, without expecting something back. That is what a charitable person does. That is how I was raised. If I see someone in need, I will give that person something. Like the other day, I was out. I had a coat that was a little too big for me, but I saw someone who was in need of a coat. Gave that coat off my back to the person who needed the coat. Okay. No one was around. No one saw me do that. I've paid for people's tanks of gas. I have paid for people's train tickets. That is just something that I do. All right. But by me asking someone to be a little bit more respectful and not put all people in a group in a box is what got me kicked out of a recovering paparazzi group. It doesn't make sense to me. Which is why I asked the question yesterday, have we created a new kind of cult? Is the anti-MLM movement and certain groups within the anti-MLM movement becoming a cult? Because we as people are tribal. Okay, we have to be part of a group. We have to feel like we're in a community of some sort. People don't like being alone unless they're extremely introverted. They don't like being alone. They don't like feeling isolated. So, did you leave one group for another group? Did you leave one cult for another cult? It is possible. And that's something that I've been critically thinking about for honestly a couple of months. Have we left one group for another group? Okay, so it's just something I've been thinking about, and I don't have a ton of followers or subscribers on my channel. I don't care. That's fine. I'm not making people hit that subscribe button. I'm not making people hit the like button. I ask, but I don't make you physically do it. And I don't care if you do or not. I don't care if you click the unsubscribe button. It doesn't make a world of difference to me because I'm not making money doing this. And I have no intention of ever making money doing this. Ever. Okay? This is not about monetary gain. Never has been, never will be. If I want money, I will go out and get a job and work for it. Okay? That's just me. My eyes are looking a little, I blended, but I don't like the way it looks, so I think I'm going to remove this. Anyway. The actions I take, speaking publicly, it's not going to diminish the fact that I'm working on my own to go after the multi-level marketing company and what has happened to me personally. I knew the product wasn't lead and nickel free. I knew it back in September. I wasn't supposed to speak out about it, and I'm still not supposed to speak out about it, so I won't, because that is the counsel I have received from my legal team. Okay? But that is part of the reason why I have constantly been looking at the About Us tab on the Paparazzi website to see when they were going to take those claims down. And on December 16th, they took them down. Now I'm currently waiting for the request for information that has been sent to them to be fulfilled. To date, they have not fulfilled those requests. And my guess is they aren't going to fulfill those requests. So, you know, Paparazzi has a duty to its consumers. And the duty is to be honest and ethical and provide a product that you claim to be something, that it should be that thing. And so when they breached that duty and they claimed something was that, they claimed something was lead and nickel free and it wasn't, that's a breach of duty. So I now have causation to go after the company and seek damages. Duty, breach, causation, damages, torts. Okay? The company is liable for making false claims and misrepresenting its product. Okay? Some of us are a little bit more public about the information that they have. Some of us are not. It doesn't diminish the fact that we are all seeking the same end game. Okay? So for those of you who are on this video and making comments, trying to shame me and delegitimize what I'm doing, by all means, bring it on. I don't give a flying rat's ass what you have to say. I don't care. Okay? I know who I am. And those people who know me and know who I am, they know my intent. They know my heart. And here's the thing. If you don't feel comfortable approaching somebody because you're afraid of what the response is going to be, yeah, you can take it to a public forum. Here's the deal. If I would have taken my concerns to someone and asked them to please stop saying those things, or at least be a little bit more respectful, would I have been kicked out of the group sooner? Probably. Would I have been shamed sooner? Most likely. Would it matter to me? Not really. Because standing up for the little guy and asking someone to be respectful, yeah, there's a lot of anti-MLMers out on YouTube. There's a lot of people telling their ex-Mormon stories. I'm not one of those people. I've told a little bit of my story on my channel, but the thing is I understand what that church does to people. I understand the authoritarianism that comes from being in that church, and I understand that men are more important than women in that church. And that's why I left. I left because they diminished the value of my homosexual family members. And they told me that they weren't worthwhile because they were committing sin. How is it that somebody who does things in the privacy of their own home, and love is love, and it should always be that way, how is that a sin? How is loving somebody a sin? Coveting something, or there's a lot of different sins, but love is not a sin. I don't feel love has ever been a sin. And I wish people understood that. I know that my great grandfather was kind of a nut job. He started a church, he started a religion, and then there were the fundamentalists that broke off and kept doing the perverted practices. The fundamentalist Mormon church is where Warren Jeff comes from. He's not a Mormon in the same way I was Mormon. He was considered a fundamentalist Mormon. Okay, so there's the fundamentalist Mormon church, and then there's the Mormon church. Fundamentalists have sister wives and, you know, inbreed and do all that other crazy stuff. Most Mormons I know, outside of their image conscious people, they're good people. Yes, there are a lot of people that I grew up with that were all about the money, all about the image, all about prosperity, and they looked down on people who weren't making good money because what were they doing wrong? Were they sinners? Or did they not work hard enough? Or did they not worship hard enough? It's the same in every religion. It's the same in everything. Everything has shaming, and they have elite members, and they like to delegitimize the people that have left the sect, or make them, you call them sinners, or you suppress them, or you try to shut them up, and then you criticize them profusely because you don't agree with what they're saying. Yeah, it's the same story. It's the same shit. It's just a different day. So if me telling my truth and me standing up for the little guy makes you guys not want to fuck with me, great. I've done us both a favor. Get off my channel. Stop watching, because I don't need your negative energy here, and I really don't care. So that's my thoughts for today. I really don't care. Okay? I'm working on my own legal battle with paparazzi. Okay? I'm telling my story as much as I can that I have been advised to do so. But I've got a lot more in the works, and I don't need money to help me do what I'm doing. I don't need a giant following, and I don't need people to worship me and tell me I'm a god and buy my products on my store and, give me upvotes and all that other stuff. I just don't need it. Because, again, this is not about monetary gain for me. Never has been, never will be. My goal, my end goal, is to make this company accountable, to take ownership for what they've done. And that is all I want. I want them to be accountable for what they have done, to take ownership for the things that they have done, and to stop ripping people off. I don't care for their bullying. I don't care for them shaming people. I don't care for the founder's brother being a complete and total dick. I don't. I think he is a complete and total dick. And I'll say that over and over again. He's a jerk. He is a asshole. So those are my thoughts. And yeah. So tomorrow I'm going to get back to poking fun of Paparazzi Consultants' YouTube videos and pointing out that they're focusing on recruiting people because the company has taken a huge hit with people quitting or with them canceling people, because it's the truth. People are canceling themselves, or they're canceling people. So again, you're not a consultant, you're a customer. And as far as I'm concerned, it's culty. The behavior of MLMs is culty. Everyone knows that. But don't let the anti-MLM movement become culty either. Okay? The anti-MLM movement is strong, but I don't want it to become a culty kind of thing. So yeah, I'm going to be critical. I'm going to talk out about it. Did you leave one cult for another? Are you adopting a cult mentality? Because from my observations, it's starting to look like it. And trust me, I was raised in the Mormon church and I left it. I know what the fuck I'm talking about.